today I have got the lovely Chris Elliott from tappinghealing.com with me. Now, I've known Chris for quite a while, but you might not have met her before, and this is an amazing opportunity for you to get to know a little bit about her and what EFT has really brought to her life. So today we're going to be talking about what it was like for Chris to go through the rigorous EFT training that I put her through. So I'm just going to be asking her a few questions. If you have any questions for Chris, then feel free to comment under this video, and I'm sure she won't mind popping you a little email or an answer in the comments. Okay, hi Chris.
Hello.
So thank you so much for doing this for me. I know that you're taking time out of your busy schedule and it means that you can't see clients tonight, and I'm so sorry, but thank you very much for taking the time. I'm sure that all of the lovely people watching really appreciate you giving this little bit of time for us.
That's no problem.
So the first thing that I would love to ask you is, when you first signed up for the EFT training, what was it that you'd initially wanted from it?
When I signed up for the EFT training, what I really wanted was just to use it for myself. So I wanted to have a skill or a tool that I could use on a day-to-day basis to deal with things as they came up, but also to use on myself to go a little bit deeper when I couldn't necessarily work with practitioner, as it happens. And that was the aim, really. I didn't think any further than that when I first went on the training.
Great. So what struggle or problem do you feel going through the EFT training solved for you?
Oh gosh, well, when I first started doing tapping, I came at it from a weight loss point of view. That's what I wanted to do. But when I went on the training, I suddenly discovered that I had a whole host of things that I needed to pay attention to before I even got to the weight loss. So the issues that I had, that I needed to deal with, that I wasn't even really aware of, was that actually I was a very anxious person. And all my life I'd had things going on that I didn't really know how to solve. I didn't know where they were coming from. So things like I didn't really look forward to things as I should do. I've got a great life, but I wasn't enjoying it in the way that I should. I used to overthink everything, and I mean everything. Didn't feel good enough at work, even though all the evidence was to the contrary. I was doing a great job, but I just never felt as though I was, and that was really difficult to live with. So when I went on the training, I wanted to find a way to tackle all of those things and learn about my limiting beliefs, finding out about those, what was going on in my psyche really that was getting in the way and was causing me to have all these issues that I wasn't even aware I had. So that's what I wanted to get out of it when I first went on it.
Awesome. And do you feel that, okay, well, let me put it this way. What results have you experienced as a result of doing the EFT training?
As a result of doing the EFT training, I now don't wake up in the morning with a massive sense of dread. That I did that for so long that I can't remember. Every morning waking up, worrying about the day ahead. I don't do that anymore. I don't overthink things. I can now send an email without spending 20 minutes worrying about how does it look, how's it going to be received, how will it come over. I've got a confidence in myself that I never had before, and I know I'm doing a good job at work, and I'm so much more relaxed about it all. So it's kind of impacted on everything, socially, at work. Obviously, I've gone on to do further training and become a practitioner myself. So it's given me this passion that I just didn't know I had in me for helping others, which I always used to do. But I didn't do it with the skill and the tool I've got now. So it's amazing what it's done for me and how much it's opened up for me, as you know.
I do. That's why I wanted you to speak to people today, because I know that you're a perfect example of exactly what the EFT training can do. You came to train for yourself, and before you know it, you're helping other people and seeing clients, which is very often the case, but you don't have to. But it's just so many people feel drawn to doing so afterwards, which I love. So what I would love to know next is, when you signed up for the EFT training, what did you already know and expect from it?
When I signed up for the EFT training, I probably didn't know a great deal about it at all. I knew what I'd done with you, so I kind of knew how it worked. I knew how to actually do tapping because I'd done it with you. But I wasn't aware of the depth of it. So all about identifying limiting beliefs, you know, working with events, working with trauma. I wasn't aware of the scope of it and exactly how much you could use it and, you know, in what kind of circumstances. So that was a bit of an eye-opener. I think I thought pitch up and we'd do a bit of tapping and there wouldn't be a lot to it. And of course there was. Emotionally exhausting, but amazing. So exhilarating. So yeah, and I think that was a good thing almost that I didn't know what to expect, because there's so much in there that is so amazing. But if I'd known up front, I think I may have thought, oh, can I do that? But of course could, and I did, which was great.
Excellent. So what did you get from the training that you hadn't expected?
What did I get from the training that I hadn't expected? That's a really tricky question because I got everything from it. I think when I went on the training, I hadn't realised what I had going on for me. So all sorts of stuff came out of the woodwork. I was able to trace things I do and have been doing for years back to where they came from and unpick them, you know, unprogram them. So I spent a lot of my adult life reacting to things and having no idea why I reacted that way, having buttons pushed and not knowing why. And what I have learned is that, you know, when I get aggravated with a situation or something upsets me, that it's generally not about the other person, it's about me and why I react that way, where that's come from, and what's happened with me to me in the past that's programmed me that way. So I learned a lot about my own behaviours, which has been really, what's the word I'm looking for? Releasing? Is that even a word?
You know what? If you want it to be a word, it's a bloody word, right?
Freeing, because I don't worry about things. You know, I'm much more introspective. I can look at why I'm suddenly shouting about something and think, well, hang on a minute, where's this coming from? And deal with it there and then, which is amazing when you spend all of your life just not knowing why, you know, thinking you're hormonal when you're not. Well, I probably am a bit hormonal as well, but not that much, not all the time. So learned a lot about myself, how to deal with it and how to help others do that as well, which is great. You know, you start to spot patterns and things, and it's lovely to be able to take that step back and do something about it.
Perfect. Well, hopefully that has answered some questions for some of my lovely readers and listeners and watchers. And I'm really hoping that if they do have any questions, then would you be happy to answer them if people comment on Facebook, YouTube, wherever they see this video?
Absolutely. Yeah, no problem at all. And please do get in touch, because you need to know, if you've got questions, you need to know the answers, because you need to do this thing.
Yay!
Changed my life.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Chris. And I really hope that if anyone's got any questions, you will just ping a little email over to either to myself, or feel free to contact Chris through her website, www.tappinghealing.com. All of her social media links are going to be with this post as well, so feel free to give her a follow, a like, a share, and share the love. Sign up for her newsletter, because she's got amazing stuff to tell you all about EFT too. And don't forget that she works with clients as well, so if for any reason you can't work with me, don't want to work with me, that's totally cool. Why not check out Chris? There's someone for everyone out there. Okay, thank you so much, Chris, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.